Hi, my special being. Today we are going to talk about lost in life, why you're lost in life and what to do about it. And I guess a few of us might be feeling a little bit lost in life at the moment. At my age now, did I imagine my life would be like that? I guess at some points we all are asking the question on one level or the other. And if you don't, maybe you are not asking yourself the right question. Anyway, stop depending on someone else to hand you over your shine and hope. Stop looking for a solution outside yourself by being a team or coming as a group. What I mean by that is, whatever are your circumstances, get to the core of why you are in the present circumstances. Why are you in a job you hate? Why did you make these investments? Why are you finding yourself stuck in a miserable relationship? Classic example. I took a job I hate because I needed money or I was too afraid to go for a more challenging position. It means that you didn't trust the universe to provide for you. You didn't trust yourself to be resourceful enough to find something that would suit you and be able to actually fulfill the position. I am staying in a relationship because I'm hoping my partner will realize I am a great person to be with. Do you realize yourself you are a great person to be with? Do you find yourself great? Would you be with yourself? An interesting one. When you make a bad investment, it's very easy to go to the economics of those things. And of course, there is a question of fundamentals, economics, bad timing, whatever enter usually in the equation of a bad investment. But why in the first place did you put yourself in a situation where all these bad factors happens to conquer? I didn't trust myself enough to invest in my own endeavor, or I was too lazy to do my own due diligence and decided to trust others, or I thought that these people would save me of my financial situation. You know, there's always an underlying more psychological or circumstantial or pattern underlying reasons behind that. And it's very, very important to analyze, because you are bound to reproduce the same thing if you don't. And before looking for any solution, get to the core of why you are there in the first place. Why you did some things that went against your spirits, your values, and is crushing your energy on a daily basis. Because the default setting is, and I'm talking to my codependent friends here, also that applies more generally, to complain of a situation or to blame somebody present in your circumstances and wait for somebody to send you a life raft. But if you do this, you are cutting your wings and disempowering yourself. It's a bit like waiting to get permission or approval to get out of a situation. Let's think of a classic example. Maybe it's a little bit more female, but I guess guys also do it. So you're in a situation when you're airing your dirty laundry with respect to a partner, for example, in a conversation with a friend. This is not going to fix the situation unless you require the friend to give you sound advice and help you analyze the situation that will help you to understand why you go there in the first place, and possibly help you to reverse all your behaviors that cause you to attract the very relationship or circumstances you are all in. If we are talking about requiring the advice of a friend, we need to assume that you're willing to really listen to this friend and potentially take on board some painful opinions and act accordingly. But going back to friends over and over on the same issue without never apply or listening any advice will only enforce the victim mentality and the very situation you find yourself complaining about. There comes a point where this is a matter you need to solve on your own, because at the end of the day, you are the only one to be in a situation. So it's okay, in other words, it's okay to get advice from people, but to get the opinion of each and every one on a situation, to get some comfort, because you're completely lost, it's not going to help. At some point, you have to really get to the core of what you are and what you want in life, notwithstanding what everybody else's think. If I'm taking the example of the V at the moment, I perfectly understand that somebody are taking it for whatever reason. But if you feel intrinsically that is not a good thing for you, then you don't have to listen to anybody. You can do your own research by all means, but there is this little instinct we all have, and we often forget to listen to. And that's down the line reveals to be true. As long as you find yourself complaining about something, you will confirm your victim position, which will only create more separation. So for advice, my friend, start to give back, to give to others. It will unblock your energy. Receiving, giving, it's all energy. It needs to circulate. So just expand yourself and start giving. Second, own it. Really own it. Deep down, we already know that if I tell you to quit today whatever you despise, quit this job you hate, dump your girlfriend that treats you like crap, give 100 to a homeless person, no one will do it because we are the biggest hypocrites. So own it. Third advice, get to know yourself, like really connect with yourself and stop the little lies you're telling yourself and keep you in bonding. Drop all the stories. Crush your already made identities and decide to be really true with yourself. And you're going to love yourself enough to dispose of anything that is not in sync with love, meaning that you are going to stop to sell your soul for short-term reassurance or satisfaction. Stop complaining of what is happening to you or in the world and start taking the steps that will enable you to free yourself from your chains. Complaining is to deflect the issue on somebody or some circumstances, and it's completely disempowering. It maintains you very weak in a victim mentality. It's the worst you can do to yourself. Fifth, try not to be too reactive. Especially if you're a problem solver and a solution-oriented person, this is a real biggie. Just chill out, relax, analyze the situation, wait a little bit. Sometimes a few things just settle by themselves. A solution you had not think about will appear, because that has happened to me so many times. I didn't chill out enough, I didn't relax, and then my next move was a total disaster. It's really important to do that. If you are a slave, my friend, do you think that your master will allow you to live simply because you ask him? No, you're gonna have to take the responsibility of unchaining yourself. And it might be difficult in one go to open all the fences you have surrounded yourself with. You can take steps to reverse all the behavior that led to the place you are in today. I don't expect to do that for myself in one day anyway. But the only way to open the doors of abundance is to give to others, to connect to the truth of who you really are, to free yourself from thinking that your situation has any cause outside yourself. And if you can get to this point, then you truly mean business, my friend. The new world will not be built by old people. The God-sent relationship will not be built from lack and fear. As above, so below. As within, so without. Everything we are seeing on the world stage is a product of the universal mind, and everything in your life is a projection of your very mind and perception. You are the creator, so start acting like one. What you bear witness in this world is what you are going to manifest. What do we need to change individually to start manifesting something different in the world? Starts by taking a good look at ourselves. The virus is your fear-based limiting program, and this is the main one, and the one you need to solve yourself without depending on anybody else, really. When you turn your authorship over to somebody else, how did that turn out for you? It's time to get real, my friend, and take responsibility for our enemies, meaning the unresolved traumas we harbor within from childhood and are unwilling to take a good look at or facing, or we're just busying ourselves to avoid looking at them. But only by shedding lights on our shadows and accepting our most unlike dark corners and reconcile and reintegrate them inside and become whole, we will reach a place of love, meaning of wholeness, and bring resolution to ourselves, which will eventually translate outwardly. Now has come the time, and it's not necessarily very easy, but I really do think that the only way is to get super extra real with ourselves. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to receive notification. In the meantime, I wish you very well. Bye.